Hello and welcome to Alto's Odyssey, the second iteration of the Alto series. This game came out in 2018, early 2018, but recently has gained some more popular notoriety. I'm in the middle of a run right now. You can see in the top right, we're like 8,000 meters in. So just catching you guys up as we go. This game is famous for its striking visuals, so much so that they built a feature into it where it's just Zen mode. There's no points, and you just keep getting to play the line rider. In my opinion, they perfected the line rider genre by building this, keeping it simple. There's only one button. Later on, you can use things to fly, but it's a pretty simple game. Great to just like tune out, play, and just get absorbed in the visuals of it. Each run takes approximately like 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how good you are. And then there's different challenges that you're going through as you work your way through. So, one second, we're going to pause. You can see right now we're on level 29 on the right, and you get 3 goals per level. So, like, you have to accomplish a couple things. If you saw earlier while I was talking, we accomplished backflip through a waterfall. And then the other ones are wall ride, grind 3 times in one run, and rock bounce onto a grind. So these change. And each level, so it's like a little interesting is the way you play through it. The first game, Alto's Adventure, a lot of fun. Ooh, we barely made that. A lot of fun, but the challenges required a lot more luck based on both what you were going to encounter in the dynamically generated world, but also in just your skill and where you were landing, versus this one is more based on skill, which is a nice change of pace. And what you're seeing right now is actually one of my only complaints about this game. So the visuals are super striking, but at different times it can get really dark and difficult to tell how Alto, your sand snowboarder, is doing, whether he's upside down or not. So like right now we're going through night, it goes through day and night patterns, but it becomes difficult to see Alto and know which way he is. But other than that, this game is amazing. The basic fundamentals of this game is you do tricks, so you tap to jump, which also backflips. And then you can see on the right, like we're combining tricks over there, so we had like a 6-trick combo. And when you land, then if you land more tricks, you go faster. And you can see that represented by the scarf that's chasing us. And then on the ground, you can see 35 meters, but you saw it back there, that's the lemur. So every section you go, there's a lemur that's chasing you, and it requires you to maintain a certain speed, and we just got away from that one. So the 2 ways you can die is if the lemur catches you, or you fall into a crevasse, and we just hit our best distance ever. There's crevasses and there's rocks. Luckily, when you land after doing a combo, you've earned some shield that defends you for a brief amount of time, and that helps out a lot. So right now we're jumping. We tried to grind on those water balloon kites, but that didn't work out. There's also these wall rides, so if you grind on here, flip, oh, there we go. Those are wall rides. The weird functionality that's new in Alto's Odyssey. Not my favorite feature, but it's also not horrible. So as you progress through the game, you can get a couple different riders. Alto's Adventure, I think there were 6 or 7. Alto's Odyssey, I've only unlocked 3 so far, but I assume there's at least that many. So this is actually the second one. I've unlocked like 2 or 3 after that. But some of the other ones, they focus more on momentum, so it's harder to get them rotating to do a flip. But they maintain their speed longer. And personally, I don't do as well with those ones. I end up finding myself upside down for too long and can't recover. And that's just not a recipe for success for me. So I stick with the ones that rotate as quick as possible. I think later on in the game you can get one that double jumps. As you see there, I was going to land, but I landed on a rock, and that allowed me to continue my trick streak and increase my multipliers. So things like that are what you're looking for. Here's I think it's called an upside down tornado. It can't be, they got a better name for it. And then there's just some like small intricacies of this game that keep it exciting. So we're picking up coins throughout this. Right now we have a magnet to pick up all the coins. And these coins are useful for buying upgrades to your character, or buying the wingsuit, or buying things to save you if you fall into a crevasse. So it's not necessarily required for the game, but you slowly build them up over time. And you just saw right there, we passed a lemur house, or I don't know what they're called, but that's a new place where a lemur comes out of. And this one's particularly fast, so I don't know if we're going to get away from him. But fingers crossed it works out. Anyways, this is Alto's Odyssey. I really enjoy it. I think it's still free in the iOS App Store. Highly recommend you check it out. I've had fun for this for years. It's really one of the only games I keep on my phone all the time. And I hope you enjoy. Anyways, this has been IdeaRex, signing out.